Hello guys, it's a UK Prepper here again, and today I'll be doing this review on this fully working Rambo First Blood Part 2 Bowie knife. And if we open it up, we go into the actual knife itself. This was made from 1/4 inch thick stainless steel, like when it was forged and folded. The whole knife itself in total length is 15 inches, like from the tip of the blade to tip of the handle. The actual knife blade itself is actually 39 millimeters, or not 39, 390 millimeters, or 39 centimeters in full length. And what I really like about this is on the actual handguard of the actual blade itself, if you can see here, you actually have a flathead screwdriver and you have a pointed screwdriver, so they actually work really decently. You've got a saw on the back that also doubles up for deboning fish. As you can see, that little line down there, that's for de-ribbing fish when you've caught fish. It's got a nylon handle. It was a glossy black finish, but I really didn't like the look, so I sanded it down a bit, so it looks more of a worn and torn black. Obviously, it's got the insignia there, Rambo First Blood Part 2. If you open the actual handle here, you've got a little place to put a button compass. I was actually quite annoyed that you never got one in there, to be honest. But you also get a little survival kit within the back as well. And if we pop this tubing open, I've added a few bits and bobs. So I've got a snare here for catching rabbits. So here we go. Full wire snare. We also have a piece of striking card for some matches. We have one plaster, and if I can get this out, here we go. In here we have a fishing hook and fishing wire as well. So, as I said, I really would recommend customising this a lot more than what it already is. However, I've not bothered to customise it that much, as with a knife like this, I'd personally find it too impractical to use as an actual everyday survival knife. This would be something I would take with me on a scout mission or a reconnaissance mission, more for intimidation than actual practicality, because it's only a short tail for the actual knife blade itself. Where the blade goes into the handle, the actual metal bit on the other side of this is actually only about that long. So it's literally only held in with one nut, so you'd probably only get 2 or 3 good strikes, and that'd be it, out of use. No problem. So I would say this would be more for intimidation than anything else. But if you do want to take it out for its full use, you can get 2 types of sheaths. You get the sheath that comes in, which is literally just a plain sheath, buttons up. I've customised this one a little bit, and I've actually put 2 slits in the back, and that's become a leg strap, because what I found is when you belt through the belt loop, it actually just goes mad. Like, it's banging off everything and getting caught. So I've got a leg loop which will attach on my waist here, and it'll go around the inside of my thigh, and it won't actually move anywhere. And one of the other ones is, if you own belt rig, or if you own a set of webbing, depending on what you want to call it. You can also put it in this. Now I picked this up from a surplus store for about £2.50, but you can see them being sold for about £5. And as you can see, the knife itself slots in quite nicely. It can just hang there. You have 2 plugs on the back, so depending on how high you want it, you can have it at 2 different settings, or if you really wanted to, you could clip it onto a backpack and have this clipped on as well. So, and focus, yep. So you can just literally clip onto a backpack and have it laying on there. Overall, I would actually only rate this a 7 out of 10 because the survival package you get within the handle isn't very good. It's very squeaky on the end. The loop on the actual tip of it there is literally only thick enough for a piece of string, and it's very squeaky, so that really wouldn't be very tactical. The blade itself is good, but the attachment point within going into the handle isn't very good, so overall I'd rate this a 7 out of 10. I'd say this is more for aesthetic use rather than practicality. I think it'd be more of one of them things that say, oh well, I'm a massive fan of Rambo, so I've got a replica of his knife. There really isn't much practicality in this for out in the field. It'd be alright if you were to go camping, but other than that, it wouldn't really be that practical in a survival situation. Because as you can see, running through, perfectly fine, but when I try to pull it out, it gets caught. So if you were to stab someone with this, it really wouldn't be very good, because depending on where you get it, this is just going to get caught in bone and you're going to lose the knife itself, or the person or animal you've just stabbed in self-defense would likely still be able to attack you, and it would be in a very vile mood, considering you just put 15 inches of stainless steel into it. Yeah, so this pretty much wraps it up for this review. I wouldn't say to go out and buy it, but I wouldn't say not to buy it if you get it cheap enough, because I bought this for £35, but I've seen it out on the internet being sold anywhere from £25 up to £50 on the internet. So with regards to this, I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. It's more of a personal preference if you want it or you're a massive fan. I wouldn't recommend this for survival situations, because like the sheath is fake leather. The sheath itself is very shabby. It's not very tactical at all. As I said, I mean, look at this. The amount of width in that, I can fit 2 fingers in there just about. And just about fit 2 fingers in here. That is literally not fitting at all. All it takes is for this to actually just come over like that, and you've lost your knife. So I'd rate this a 7 out of 10, and I wouldn't recommend going out of your way to buy it. If you saw it on a deal, I'd say get it just for the nostalgia purposes if you're a fan of the Rambo franchise. But other than that, I would not recommend going out and buying this and using this as your primary knife. Anyways, that wraps this review up. So remember, as always, stay prepped, stay safe, stay alive.